Call is being recorded.
that I took in looking at some things for the younger crowd. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a baby boomer. And I have been trying to look for people that are younger than myself because I really believe that the message that we have is not only for those of us who are baby boomers and beyond, but it's got to be for the younger crowd too, because the health information that we're giving is paramount to them being able to at least live to our age, right? So, in my research, I found 5 things that young people are looking for. And the first one was they're looking for people. Yep, just like those of us who are older, they're looking for people. And what I mean by that is other great people. You're looking for great people are looking for you. You're a great person. You're a person that's always improving, and you're looking for someone who's open enough to continue to improve. You see, whether you're young or old, there are people in your age group that are just stuck where they are. They've decided that they have learned enough, they've achieved enough accolades, they have educated themselves well enough to where they're just simply not open to new ideas. And you're going to run across this type of people on a regular basis. And that's going to help you, though. You shouldn't be upset. You shouldn't be discouraged when you run into somebody who's just freaking not open. That's actually really good for you because that helps you get mad. That helps you to make a decision. You get to put them in a category that they basically put themselves in. When you run into somebody who's just not open, they're not willing to grow, they don't want to be great, it's okay. That helps you to make a decision to move on. So, number one, people are looking for people, other great people. The second thing that young people are looking for is a challenge, something bigger. I need to drink some water. Give me a moment. Young people, older people are looking for a challenge, something bigger, something meaningful, something special, something that makes a positive impact. See, people are attracted to vision. And really, if you look at a certain percentage, 30% are attracted to higher productivity. Excuse me, I think in my notes I was wrong. People are attracted to vision. 30%, when you have a vision, you have a 30% higher productivity and a 40% higher level of retention. So let me repeat that again. People are looking for a challenge, something bigger, something meaningful, something special, something that makes a positive impact. In fact, people are looking and attracted to vision. Think about our attraction to Melissa Boston. Our CEO has vision, and that vision is um, malleable. She pivots. She helps us to pivot when we don't see a train that's coming. We can pivot into a safe tunnel and keep rolling, right? So you have 30% higher productivity and 40% higher level of retention when people are drawn to you because of your vision. So think about what great social problem you can solve. Well, I have one for you. We are solving the health crisis with teaching about blood type eating. What great problem are we solving? We're solving generational health curses. What problem are we solving? We're helping people turn back the clock by teaching them the right way of eating, supplements that nourish, that assist, that bring your body back into balance. Akana solves a lot of social problems. Young people are looking for purpose and then money. Okay. We approach this network marketing thing. Some approach the network marketing thing as, "Ooh, look at all these big checks." That's the hype, right? Look at how your life can change. You can leave your 9 to 5. The younger folks of today are looking for social change. And the social change that Akana provides is creating sustainable, healthy life. Number 3, opportunity. People are looking for opportunity, pathway to a better future, and opportunity to move to higher leadership. Yeah, they want to be able to move up the ladder, just like you do, just like anybody does. Opportunity, a pathway to a better future, and an opportunity to move to higher leadership. Well, what else does network marketing provide except for a way to move up the ladder to higher leadership? Okay, there's even a call that's been created for those who've reached the rank of Ruby and above. Okay, and so reaching for something is what people want. Growth is number 4. Put the growth trajectory in description of the position. Wow. So you can even let someone know that they can elevate to the rank of diamond as you describe what it is that you do. I'm in a company that assists people with their health by teaching them various things like blood type eating, plant-based eating, while at the same time providing an opportunity for people to leverage their network and achieve the rank of diamond. I mean, all kinds of things, right? And I just kind of threw that together, right? An environment that feeds their ability to grow, creating a staircase achievements along the way with structure, clear directions, and transparency. So number 4 was growth. You can put the growth trajectory in the description of the position you have. An environment that feeds their ability to grow, staircase achievements along the way with structure, clear directions, and transparency. Guess what that's called at Akana? That is called certification. So number 5, money. Yeah, that's another thing that attracts young people. Money. Let's keep it real. Keep it more authentic. Young people have the same fears and they need praise too. All of us come from some type of brokenness and need to be accepted. Young people aren't any different. We all come from a need to take care of our families, to take care of our responsibilities, and to be financially, fiscally responsible. Money is important. Let's keep it real. Let's be more authentic and understand that young folks have the same fears. They need to have praise as well. Yay, you made it to the bronze dispensary. Yay, you made it to pearl, jade, sapphire, ruby, emerald, and diamond. Every step along the way. Oh my God, you got a new customer. Look at that. You turned a no into a yes, and now you have a new business partner. Wow. You stuck with it. You know what? They told you no the first time. You called them up. You followed up with them. You invited them to a Zoom. They had a chance to be on a 3-way call with Mooney. And oh my God, they're on your team. That is awesome. That praise works for any age group, but also for the young folks. So just wrapping this up. 5 things that young people are looking for. People, other great people. They're looking for challenge, number 2. Number 3, they're looking for opportunity. Number 4, growth. And number 5, money. That's about my time, guys. I hope that you got something from that. Sorry, I'm just a stand-in for today. And like I said, I hope you got something from that. It was from some notes that I took in my own research and looking for some younger folks and things that I wanted.
Kathy,
Yes, you are
you were
out
doing
here.
so. Been out here. I've been listening to all five, and I was texting you saying, "Do not end this call without allowing me to take about 120 seconds to wrap what you was just talking about."
Please, please, please,
Listen,
please, you have
listen,
the
y'all.
floor, sir.
She has given you some gems. She has given you some jewels, and everything that she just stated is absolutely true. It's two things that I would like for you to consider when you consider those five things. The first thing I want you to consider is community, because the truth of the matter is everybody wants to be a part of a community. And Kathy hit on this. And most people with the right consciousness wants to have an impact on their community. And so when you begin to look at talking to young people, most times they all have something that they would like to impact the community with if they had the opportunity. The second thing with community is movement. Young people like movements. Young people, Barack Obama was a movement. Bernie Sanders was a movement. I hate to say it, but one of the things that have captivated this whole MAGA piece is the movement. And so kind of when we talk about young people, how do we galvanize them and get them into a movement? Not just a movement, because movement requires what some of the things that she said. It requires vision, and it also requires relationship with each other, relationship with the cause, relationship with an effect. So how can we create a movement for the young people to grab that will create social impact and social change with what we have? And that's the part that becomes hard, because what's going to facilitate a movement for a baby boomer, what's going to facilitate the motivation to join a movement for Generation X is not the same thing that's going to facilitate to generate a movement for Gen Zs and or millennials. So this is just something else I want you to think about within your own culture and your own community. How can you turn what you're doing into a movement where your young people will get excited about? I'll say this last piece because I know I'm late. Well, I'm late talking. I've been on. I'll say this last piece. Here we go. My sons, one is 23, one is 13. And my little brother, who is 36, they have energized a movement of working out to the point they get up at 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning and they all come together. And now my daughter has joined, and now her friends are seeking to join. It's this movement that's starting to happen. And now we're discussing how they can get more of their friends involved. They want something where they can come together and really make things happen. So listen, that's been my time. I want to apologize for last week. Right before we got ready to get on, my phone fell and got ran over by a cart and smashed it. And so I went for 4.5 days without without technology. Y'all pray for me. That was interesting. But thank y'all so much. Kathy, you did an amazing job. Y'all have a supernaturally wonderful kind of day. Prosper.
Thank you so much, Dan, and thank you for what you added there to the talk this morning. So today is Tuesday. That means that there is a 360 certified call tonight. So if you're part of that community, you will have that Zoom information so that you can join and get edified by Dr. Betty and the panel. Also, make sure that you tune in for rebounding tonight. Um, I hope that I'm not forgetting anything else, but charge it to my head, not my heart. If there's anything else that we need to announce, I don't believe so. But remember, it is July 1st, so you want to make sure that if there are orders that you need to get in and you need to have backdated, please let me know. Give us a call in customer service and let us know before that closes out. Also, remember, it is still July 1st. And so it's time to go ahead and get started on your numbers for July because, again, remember, we have contests in the making. Oh, wait a minute. June might have been the last of the contest. But go ahead and keep running because guess what? The more CV you make, still the more money you make. Don't matter if there's a contest going. So act like there is, if there isn't, even if there isn't, and go on and make that CV because that's how you get paid. All right? Guys, have a great rest of the day. Have an Akana kind of day, and we'll see you tomorrow.